Okay, Rich asked me how I keep my teeth so white. And of course, a lot of this is genetics, and I feel kind of sad for people that have bad teeth. Although, in this day and age, it's really quite easy to have your teeth straightened and thing. And I really think if anything you could ever do for your children, get their teeth straightened and put fluoride on it. For me, I don't know, but I had fluoride put on my teeth, and I used to buy fluoride and put on my teeth, and I do believe it makes them harder. But there's no way to prove this, right? But how do I keep my teeth white? Okay, I drink an extraordinary amount of coffee, and it's normally, I don't know, it's instant coffee, and in a way, I'm always worried because if I don't mix it up, thing is, you're going to put straight coffee right on your teeth. I also worry because I take turmeric, and it's turmeric. It's really like a stain, right? And but the other side is we're staining our teeth. So how do we clean our teeth? Okay, I have something I learned when I was 16 years old, and I was backpacking in Sierra Blanc or something like that. It was like White Mountain in South New Mexico. Is one of the guys there was carrying had a toothbrush in his mouth, and I said, "What are you doing?" This is before I ever escaped and became kind of a person outside the fire. I live outside the fire. It's a song, right? Living outside the fire, but outside the turmoil, whatever. So to me, if you want to be a philosopher, you have to escape the influence of society. And I have definitely done it, okay, for 25 years. But he had a toothbrush in his mouth, and I was 16 years old and drove all the way from Indiana all the way to Houston, Texas, where I got with kind of a church group, and we went backpacking. And but the one guy had a toothbrush in his mouth, and I thought, what brilliance! And this is where people have to learn to adapt. I think an intelligent person is not necessarily IQ or anything like that, but they're always looking for a better way. And what's sad is you would think of all the things that people would do, having good teeth would be like the number one. Why? Because you have to stick your ugly teeth in the face of everybody around you. It's like no empathy whatsoever for the people around you. People get really fat, they get disgusting, they wear dirty clothes, and it seems to be 80% of the population. It's like, why would I care what other people think of me? I only care about my opinion of me, and I'm not capable of putting myself in the shoes of another person. One of the things I've always recommended people to do is get a full-length mirror. You're in the United States, get a full-length mirror, step on the scales every day in front of it naked. But how do I keep my teeth clean? Okay, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. I have 6 of them, I know, somewhere. But I had to go retrieve all these toothbrushes. And I have a toothbrush in my backpack. I have a toothbrush in my vest pocket. I have a toothbrush sitting next to my bed. I have a toothbrush in the shower. I have a toothbrush outside the shower. I have it on the sink. There's anywhere I possibly need a toothbrush, anywhere I could possibly think to just sit there and brush my teeth. Now, trust me, this is not a polite thing to do in public with your girlfriend. But when you're backpacking with a bunch of men, I'm sitting there brushing my teeth. But I don't really believe much in toothpaste. I think toothpaste is just an expensive thing. I mean, you can use just a drop of toothpaste, but I don't use toothpaste anymore. And Eric Berg made a video the other day where he did something similar to me. I have this, you can go in these beauty salon places and get this cream hydrogen peroxide. And then what I do is I stick it in, like the girl, I was cracking up. I was asking her about whitening my teeth the other day. here at the local thing. It's $100, and what she's going to do is give me a thing that looks like a gum, like a boxing, like something you wore in football to protect your teeth. A gum thing on the top and the bottom. She's going to fill it up with hydrogen peroxide, probably a cream like this, and make you sit there all night soaking your teeth in the cream. And that kind of solidified it that this methodology is the best. What you do is you stick your toothbrush all the way into the cream. It puts hydrogen peroxide cream on it. Hydrogen peroxide liquid is too thick, but they got different numbers of this stuff. And I carry a couple bottles all the time. Then I stick my toothpaste, my cream, and I always brush my teeth in the shower. Okay, I was laughing. People are acting like they shouldn't do this. And I was like, you guys, you're just too much of a wimp. So then I brush my teeth and try to get the cream. And then what I do not is rinse out my mouth. Great, okay? I'm trying to leave this hydrogen peroxide. Now, some of you have to be very careful here because some people are very, very touchy with hydrogen peroxide. I used to put it on my skin, and I had a girlfriend where she put it on her skin, she burned her face. So you got to really test this out, really. You got to go really slow and see what happens when you put some hydrogen peroxide. Eric Berg was recommending you put, I don't know, 2 or 3 different things. You can search for Eric Berg or whatever. And he's got a combination of, what do you call it, baking soda, bicarbonate de soda in other countries. And they sell it mostly they don't sell it much in the supermarkets anywhere. They sell it almost always inside a pharmacy. But you can brush just with baking soda. And somebody's going to say, well, it don't taste good. It's kind of like food. Everybody wants to eat only for the taste and not for nutrition. If we switched over to nutrition and stopped eating just for pleasure and debaucherous and I don't know. People are just one big temptation, okay? But I brush my teeth because I care about my friends and my family and everybody around me. And I'm a single man that wants a girlfriend. A lot of people want to be accepted unconditionally, and you don't even know them, right? And they do everything to annoy everybody. Like I'm actually inside the... I'm inside the cemetery because it's the only place I can find on Lake Athlon that's actually quiet all the time. No problema, boss. But I also have 2 other things. I have 4 other things. I always have toothpicks. I usually take these toothpick things and put some tape around it so they don't, the tops don't fall off. And so I always have toothpicks, really convenient. I have these really hard to buy here, but I have these little new floss type things. And often I'm just walking around. When I leave the room, I grab one of these and I just walking around like that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not recommending you walk around and annoy all your friends. I also have a tool. There's a thing that dentists use. It's like got a finger on it. I lost mine, but I have 2 different ways to do this. I often have a safety pin. I don't know why I don't have it today, but I normally have 2 safety pins clipped on the bottom of my pants, and I use them as toothpicks when I don't have my toothpicks with me because they're easy to carry. And I put the safety pin, just put it onto my clothing. Always there. They actually go through the laundry without any problem. It's kind of interesting. But I use them, and one of the biggest problems you have with keeping your teeth white is good lighting. So like I added 2 extra lights. I got 2 extra light bulbs inside my room, and I screwed them into the top so that I'd have plenty of light. And I'm often carrying an extra light to put in the thing. But if you cannot see yourself, you can't really see what you look like, right? And a lot of you, I don't know, I guess you look so ugly that you don't want to look at yourself. Some of you have given up years ago on ever being anything other than a troll-looking person, right? Some of you are so ugly and take pride in being, accept me the way I am. That is not empathy. That is not caring. That is not loving. That is macho. Okay. Macho says, you accept me exactly the way I am, and I'll do anything I want. That is a macho way of doing things. But I have I have toothbrushes all over the place. I buy these new floss type things. I carry another piece of floss too. Gave me a real nice pack here for like $1, right? Toothpicks, but I try to leave. I don't spit out. I spit out most of the fluid, but I don't try to rinse my mouth when I've got hydrogen peroxide in there, because you'll let it. But you can take a safety pin and you open it up, and just like this tool that you buy from the thing, you can buy them in Walgreens. I think it may be in Walmart, but there's just an end on the thing, and you can look at your teeth in the light and scrape off all the extra tartar and plaque and things like that. And I sit there and I'm trying to use either a safety pin or one of these dentist tools to clean my teeth as I'm sitting around watching TV, watching movie, whatever. I am cleaning my teeth. And sometimes I get nervous, and then I get a better light, and then I sit there and try to get between my teeth. Another big benefit of living abroad, which most of you in the United States have given up on, doesn't seem like very few people can actually afford, or I don't know anybody in the United States that is capable of going to the dentist every 3 months. I can go to the dentist every 3 months and get my teeth cleaned. Every 3 months, I get my teeth cleaned. Every 3 months, I get my teeth cleaned. It costs me, I don't know, $20, $25. It's kind of increased in price. And any of these tourist places, like Lily was trying to get me to schedule it a month out, and I said, I'll go up to Sola and get it done the same day, right? You don't have to do that in abroad. One of the great benefits of living abroad is you can go to the doctor the same day, you can go to the dentist the same day, you can go to the eye doctor the same day, and you're more willing to do these types of preventive, medicines or preventive things, because it's, radically cheaper. You don't have to go to the doctor to get medicines. You just go to the pharmacist and say, this is my problem. And they will give you the correct medicine for almost 95% of the problems. And again, the United States overvalues their doctors and dentists and everybody, as if it's kind of like a construction job, cleaning your teeth, right? You open up your mouth and you start scraping. If I had a girlfriend that really loved me, I'd let her clean my teeth, right? I mean, I bought one of these special kits that had mirrors in it. They're like $8 on Amazon, right? You can get a special dental thing with mirrors and all the things, the same tools at which you do it. So if you care about people, my recommendation is you care about having all these little tools, toothbrushes, floss. The big deal is the hydrogen peroxide fluid, liquid that is thing. But never put anything on your body that, if you can't swallow it, don't put it in your mouth. If you can't swallow it, don't put it on your skin. So I don't use toothpaste anymore because, I don't know, it's just a waste of time. It's just a marketing ploy, and the civil disobedience, corporate disobedience, culture disobedience is what I want people to do. Is I want you to always say, like a methodological doubt, like Rene Descartes, and say, why? If you don't know why, and it's not a clear and simple and easy reason why you're doing it, maybe you're doing just exactly what the corporation wants you to do. Practice a little civil disobedience and say, I don't agree with the direction of society right now. I'm Andy Lee Graham. Click on my Patreon and become a patron, and that'll enable you to ask questions and be able to contact me. I'm in Lake Atalan, Guatemala. I'm in the cemetery because it's the only place I can find that is quiet. And I'm preparing in just a few days to go to Colombia, Medellin, Colombia, where then I'm going to go through the Brecha. I'm going to go through the Darien Gap, which I don't think is going to be anything big. They say it takes 2 to 6 days. People are terrorizing the world with their catastrophe thinking, and that's why I'm going there, just to see what the real truth is. But the why I'm going is simple: is I now know that maybe there's somebody going through it, so I won't be alone. I don't really want to go walking through the jungle for 2 or 3 days alone if I had to actually walk. But I'm now going to make a video about my backpack. I'm here and you're not. Why not?